Hello everyone, this is FDV Vladerag, and I'm going to be playing Path of Exile on Onslaught. I told you guys I was going to be doing this, and here I am. I created this character with this name before so that I would always have it. Prelate Zeratul, the Shadow. No, this is Onslaught. Okay, good. Dead hardcore character. Oh, well, it thinks it's hardcore. Whatever. Let's get it on. I've been playing for maybe about an hour, something like that. Maybe a little less. I don't know. I do remember that I did make one video that was like an hour and a half long or something. No. Whatever. Not important. Either way, what is that I have to start out with this glass shank, which is totally the worst weapon for what I'm doing here. Don't care. Give me the skill gem. Thank you very much. I really hate the glass shank. It's just, I don't even think it's a even remotely useful weapon for what I'm going to have to do here. There. I'm going to kill you first. Then we'll come back. There we go. Yeah, I just don't like... I mean, look at this. It takes forever to kill anything with it. It's ridiculous. It's supposed to be, like, critical chance, I think. But I'd rather... I mean, look at that. My health already dropping, like... you can't even describe how bad this is, I think, as a weapon. Either way, you have to deal with what you got. And the scepter, well, that's not really anything better, so whatever. Just gonna collect it for the money later. Not really money, but you know what I mean. Or you probably, maybe you don't know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, there isn't actually money. Ooh, that's actually going to be better for what I'm doing than this shank is. There isn't actually money in this game. Instead, there is currency items. So I'll be trading all this stuff basically for scrolls of wisdom, or pieces of them anyways, instead of actually being able to trade them for gold, and then gold for something that I want. It can make the game a little complicated at times, but hey, whatever. I like it anyways. Now, the reason I was happy to find the wand is that having a ranged thing here, I mean, normally I'd find a bow as a shadow, but hey, wand will do me just as well. Because shadows are magic dexterity after all, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue. I don't really know if witches do better with wands or not. I mean, they do eventually for certain, but the question about whether or not they do in the beginning is sort of a different matter, because you don't really have any of the upgrades that would make them good with wands. But what is good about the wand is I can do that. Now I'm level 2. Upgrade here, attack speed. Play a little bit more of a dexterity focused role, since, well, that is my plan anyways. I will be using magic, of course, otherwise why would I be a shadow and not just a ranger? But I do want to do a little bit more of a focus on dexterity to help me survive the early bit. As my mouse freezes, this is bad. Well, they haven't noticed me, so I guess that's fine. There we go. Okay, just in time there. Almost died. That would have been really sad if I had died right here because I just couldn't move my mouse. Oh my gosh, this video never would have seen the light of day. I would not let it out. This would never have happened. And I would tell nobody about it. Either way, continuing on, just making sure I didn't miss anybody over here. I don't really want to leave anybody behind me, just because it's extra experience that I'm going to need for the terraces. Yeah, I mean, the terraces are going to be a big deal. It's a very difficult thing to do on Onslaught. At least I find it is anyways. Not really sure which is better, the bow or the wand for early game. I sort of feel like the bow will be better later, but I don't know. Oh, with the quiver. As soon as you can get a quiver, they become very... Excuse me. Wow, sneeze. They actually become very good, but in the early game, like right now, the very, very early game, I sort of feel the wand actually is a little better because all of its power, it doesn't really rely on anything to deal it. It's just sort of that good by itself. Do. And where do all these drowned come from anyways? Are they all from my ship? That's all I can think of. I mean, I know the dead rise and a lot of people die, but it's just sort of ridiculous just how many people come back as zombies in this place. So many monsters. Why is anybody safe? Why are there cities? Why is Lionized Watch even around? Wouldn't they all be dead just from the horde of zombies? I mean, and that Hillock dude, he could easily have broken the gate that was holding him back. Why didn't he? Don't know. Don't really care. Maybe he just came into existence and they named him Hillock. Because Buzz Bomb, I guess. I don't know. What I do know is that there appear to be zombies behind me now. If the shadow... Oh, that's a lot of zombies. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about this. It will make my life just a tad more difficult. But who knows? Maybe there's more zombies here. Look, experience is always good, so I guess that's sort of what I'm hoping for, that this is more experience than usual. I sort of doubt it in the end. There we go. But hey, it's worth hoping for, maybe. If I can be level 3 before I face Hillock, that'd make me happy quite a bit. So let's see what happens. I don't know if the dexterity things I get though apply to the wand. I sort of feel like they might. They probably do. Here, let's go back and compare the two. 4 to 7, 3 to 10, critical strike chance is 5% versus 8%, and a little bit of a faster attack. Whatever, let's give it a shot. I don't know why I'm necessarily giving the bow a shot now. Just why not, I guess. Just for funs. Although it does, well, hold on. Although it does occur to me that I should do this so that that skill gem starts to gain a little bit of the experience, which is going to be very... I don't even know if I really care much if it gets experience. I mean, double strike, am I ever really going to use that? I mean, I'm going to get Reeve here in a bit, so why on earth would I care much for double strike? Whatever, not important. Now, the thing about this is if you hold shift, you can detonate barrels from... I don't know if it's detonate. I think they actually can damage you, but you can hit barrels and other objects from a distance. I don't know how many people know that. I don't even remember how I found it out. You can't do it with chests, though, unfortunately. And it's only a crude bow. Well, I better pick it up anyways. And hello out there. How are you doing? Does anybody else notice that they seem to have like marks on their backs, like tattoos or something? I don't know, I'll try and show one off to you if I can. Let's see. No, there it is. Okay, I don't know if you saw it, but if you didn't, too bad, because I'm going to kill them now. Running around, killing things, that's what I do. What I do indeed. And there's Hillock. And we back away, and we attack, and we back away, and we attack. Hillock is a zealot, I'm a stalker, that's how it works. what I would do for the ability to lightning warp, then I really would be a stalker. I'd be able to blink. It'd be so awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't even describe how awesome that would be. Now, there are several reasons why I chose Shadow over choosing Ranger, because if you notice how I'm playing, I'm sort of playing a little bit more like a Ranger and less like a magic user, and I'll be getting Reeve, so again, a little bit more focus on dexterity than, ooh, Vine Circlet. A little bit of a bigger focus on dexterity than anything else. The reasoning behind me choosing Shadow is A, that I like magic and summoning just a lot. It's basically like the only thing I care about at all. And B, it's just... it's a little bit more effective to do dexterity first, but the second real reason I chose Shadow is that Rangers just sound sort of stupid. And Shadows are just like, yeah, I killed somebody, and so I got sent here. But that's sort of my next question. Why are these people exiled? I mean, wouldn't it just be easier to just slit their throats? Whatever, I guess, whatever, if you want to do it. Maybe it's just for funds, who knows? I totally would do it. I'd just be like, oh, look at that guy got eaten by a zombie on level 1. Anyway, let's get to business. Seeing all the other guys. Marauder. Give me my Reeve. Dual Strike. Fire Trap. Reeve. What's that? Freezing Pulse? Why would I want that when I can have Reeve? Okay, so let's sell some items. Scepter, Septa, Iron Hat. Isn't there a superior one? And I hate how my mouse freezes. It's because of Fraps and this. The computer just hates it. I mean, I can't really blame my computer. It's because I'm the one who bought a piece of crap computer, but nah, I don't know. I think this is more of a duelist weapon than it is... but it does have the life on kill, and I think Reeve can work with it. That's odd. Why won't it go in? It's a one-handed sword, right? Oh, I guess it's because I'm in the cell mode. That's probably why. Don't need that to sell yet. Do I want armor or energy shield? See, that's always the issue, whether you want armor or energy shield as a... so sort of what you really want is like evasion energy shield as a Shadow. Less of the armor, more of the evasion. Okay, let's actually sell the hat then. Buy hat. You were useful. Except, there we go. Okay. In global increased critical strike offense, chance to hit 88% attack per second. No idea. No idea. Reeve, though, does have that awesome, where is it? No, I guess I'm wrong totally. Oh, well, what I really need is... well, first off, let's get rid of that. What I really need is something that he doesn't actually have here. Though I want that quiver so badly. Oh, that'd be a nice thing to have. Yeah, but he doesn't actually have what I want. It's a shame. Because you see, what I actually want is a nailed fist. Which I normally would hope to get just starting out, but I guess not. Okay. So anything I can get here worth plus 15 to maximum energy shield, that'll be helpful, but increased physical damage. I think I'll take the life right now. I think that'll do me a little bit more good in the beginning, being able to help me survive a little longer, which is probably one of my better ideas, I think. Shining wool gloves. Healthy wool gloves. Those are evasion. I do want that, but... Okay. The reason I went with life instead of energy shields is because it is undoubtable that I will get hurt. And, I mean, just dealing with the Fire Fury is going to be causing me a little bit of trouble. Oh my gosh, that is something I want. Oh, but I can't afford it. That's just sad. Because you see, these things right here would just be perfect if I could have some life regeneration. It would just make my life so much easier. That's almost a joke. Either way, let's get into the fight. Sounding like a Viking there. So, my basic strategy on this is going to be to weaken my opponents from long range and then engage them with Reeve at short range. I'm going to try not to engage too many opponents at once if I can. Although with Reeve I do have the option of, don't freeze on me. I do have the option of engaging a lot of units at once. But again, I try not to because it's just not nearly as safe. If I get surrounded, I'll be in trouble. And I don't want to be in trouble. And, of course, I'm always willing to run away. That's the next thing. Always be willing to run away. Just gonna head back to the entrance here, just so I can level up safely. Now, do I want movement speed or extra dexterity is the question. That does one hand, and that's projectile. Should help my accuracy and evasion. This. There we go. Moving faster will help me kite and help me get away, which are both useful things. Especially because the monsters on Onslaught are actually faster. And, yeah, so... Whoops. There we go. So there's a little bit more need for a movement speed boost. At least in my opinion. I wish I had... Oh, no, you don't. If I had a nailed fist instead of a glass shank, I'd be so much happier. Horrible alteration. That's good. Okay, going back now. Forget these guys. Yeah, like I said, always be willing to run away. There's some things that are just worth going back for. Orbital Alteration will allow me to do some changes, but instead I think I'll use it for this. Where are you? I could have sworn there was one that was Alteration. Oh, I was wrong, wasn't I? I was wrong. No, there it is, but it's just not anything useful to me. Never mind. Boo-hoo on me. Okay, so the orb is basically worthless to me right now. Oh, well. That's a shame. Now, you see, I really want something for life regeneration, just sort of constantly. It's just a much safer way to go. You want to be as safe as possible. That usually means as much life regeneration as possible. Yeah, the stones I'm not totally worried about. They're not able to do a whole lot of damage to me. But I really don't want to get surrounded. Okay, there we go. Getting surrounded is one of the easiest ways to basically die. Another technique of mine is just to do this, because they actually do continue on. They don't like stop off screen. In other words, I'm hitting things right now, theoretically. I could be anyways. And it just helps me weaken my opponents a little bit, maybe. Always worth a shot to do it. Just simply because you have no idea what you're facing. You have no idea where they are. Well, I know what I'm facing. I just don't know where they are. See, I hit one of them with an arrow already. It's just good. Why take damage if you don't need to? Why risk yourself? And I don't know the answer to that question. You see, I try not to risk myself with anything, ever, at any point. Oh, god dang it. Oh, unfortunately, it's often difficult not to risk yourself. Like right there, you can't get hit. Oh shit, that's Fire Fury, isn't it? Yeah, there he is. Okay, folks, this is going to take a little bit out of me. So, if I don't talk, well, you know why. Okay, there we go. Whew. Huh. That was actually fairly close. Yeah, they're pretty dangerous, folks. Anyways, let's take a look at this. I don't even have the strength to wield it, so it's not really much of an issue, but still, I'll sell it for something nice, I guess. Oh yeah, Fire Fury is scary. Just because he does so much damage. It's just not right. How can he do... No, you do not, you piece of crap. He does so much damage, it's just insane. Why does he get to do so much damage so early on? I don't understand it. I don't think anybody really understands. Fire Fury just... I mean, I almost want to scream that he's Imba. It's just ridiculous. Why? How did he get that much strength? He has I mean, Firestorm is like one of the greatest spells of all time, basically. And he just uses it like it's nothing. I don't know. whatever, he's dead. I did manage to kill him and on Onslaught, so I guess I really should just stop complaining now. And, well, I mean, I don't know. Is it just that I feel like a lot of players are going to have a lot of trouble with him because you can't, you just, maybe, I guess I haven't played Marauder much. I have, but do they just have that much more health than me? Are they that much stronger than me that they can just run up and engage into that mess? Because it's not the real, why can't I hit you? The real problem isn't so much his damage. It's that he's not only does a lot of damage, it's that he has a lot of allies, and that can make it really difficult to engage him. I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever. Not important. Because he is dead, although next time I go through this instance, I will have to deal with him again. Of course, I'll also be just that much stronger, so hey, whatever. Oh, bastard. Micro, folks. Micro. Oh, booyah. Taking that fire guy down. That was basically all... Well, I guess it's a girl. My entire goal there was to take that person down before they reached me. Sorry that I stopped talking because of it. Just couldn't help myself, really. Superior Rusted Sword. 18% increased accuracy rating. Plus life gained on kill. I don't really want that. As I mentioned before, much more interested in getting a nailed fist if I can. Though I must say I do seem to have just terrible accuracy with my main hand. Nah, who knows? Who cares, really? By the way, Reeve is just insane. I love Reeve. And I don't know anybody who doesn't love Reeve. Reeve is just ridiculous. Nailed fist? Nope. Now the reason I want nailed fist is because it's life gained on hit, which is just beautiful. I love it. You've already seen me use it with the witch. But life gained on hit has got to be one of the best things you can have. I'll probably keep the spike, because I'm starting to like this spike. It's just a useful weapon right now. Unless I find a better, well, basically just something better. But yeah, it does nice damage. It's got that. It's basically like my dagger, just more damaging. And of course, life gained on kill. Always nice. Not nearly as nice as life on hit, but whatever. It's all good. Running around, looking at all. Why do all these people could take Lionized Watch in a second? If all of them even just mobbed me, I'd be dead. There's no way I could fight all of them off at once, Reeve or no Reeve. But I mean, I guess I'm not worth trying that on yet. I mean, it's just one guy running around. They probably don't even know I exist. But I mean, eventually I've always wondered, why don't they just send everybody at once? And, well, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to be heading over and trying to get haste. Probably just going to go all through dexterity for it. I don't really want the increased projectile damage yet. Though I will want that pretty soon. It's almost necessary to obtain. I feel for me, because I am going to be not using wands. But the extra dexterity will be helping me quite a bit. Evasion, always good. Plus, of course, increased accuracy. Mostly for the evasion, though. I don't really care much about the increased accuracy. Reeve just sort of always hits. wish Protoss shields regained as fast as my energy shield does. Oh well, whatever. What's the number for that? 5? There we go. Oh, sorry, I've been playing StarCraft all this time, so I haven't really been thinking of my hotkeys for Path of Exile. Of course, makes it a little harder to play, just because now I'm like, okay, what do I need to hit for a potion? I forget. That's basically literally what's been going on this entire game. Just no idea what I'm doing anymore. Oh well, it's fine. Scroll of Wisdom. Oh, I don't even... Do I even have room for these stuff? I have room for the hat. Am I one-hitting? Yeah, I am. That's just fun. By the way, can I just say, I guess I accepted some quests. You don't really have a choice. If you talk to somebody who has a quest, you, like, automatically get the quest. So that's not really an option. Alright, sorry about... I guess you won't actually see this as a gap in time, but of course my character is just teleported a long way back, and now there's these guys. I actually just had to talk to somebody there for a second, so yeah, that's sort of, yeah, well, whatever. I didn't mess up my video. Having hour-long videos does tend to make it a little harder to do, just because people... I don't know, I guess I'm popular? I wouldn't even call it popular, since half the people I'm talking to like either want nothing to do with me and it's just like, yeah, I have to tell you this, or it's just, well, listen, you know, it's your grandpa calling and I need your help painting a fence. And that's pretty much what my life is like. So yeah. Also, my life is not finding what I want with these nailed fists. Why? Normally I can't go 2 steps without running into one of them. But today, I don't think I could find one to save my life. Whatever, I guess. Not terribly important. Ooh, Reeve! Oh god, I love you, Reeve. It's just ecstasy doing that. Oh, there's almost nothing like it. I will say that using Firestorm is also pretty damn fun, but Reeve is just ridiculous. But I want a nailed fist so badly. Why can't I get one? They're just hiding from me, I guess. That's just sad. Anyways, I'm going back to town to sell off a ton of this junk. I'll probably... Now here's the thing. If I was playing by myself and not making a video of this, one thing would have happened was I would have exited after I beat Hillock in the Twilight Strand. I would have just closed the game, then reopened it, because that'll allow me to fight all through that again, and I would have done that like 2-3 times. So that coming here would just be a walk in the park, basically. I'd already be like level 4 by the time I was here. Not really much of an issue, and if I was playing by myself, I would keep going back and forth between Lionized Watch and there, gathering all of the stuff and selling it. That's just sort of how I do until the game gets really easy for me. Well, because that's how you make the game easy, is that you do these things. Yeah, it takes time, yeah, it's annoying, and yeah, you don't actually have to do it. But it's like why I always fight my way through to wherever I was before in this. Because otherwise the game just isn't nearly as easy. And I do like easy. Or it's not even that I like it being easy, it's just that... I don't know. Don't ask me, folks. I'm weird like that. Okay, so this will have changed since the last time I was here, but not in any way that makes me happy. Where's my nailed fist? Why do you do this to me? They do have rawhide gloves, though. That's nice. I really do need things that do evasion, and yeah, here we go. This is what I want. scale vest. But that's good too, but that's armor. And I'm not particularly interested in it. Or am I? Scale vest isn't what I want, I realize. I need padded vest, don't I? Yeah, this is what I'm actually looking for. Armorer scrap. I think, yeah, I can actually get this. So I'm going to. And I'm going to get this. Mosquito's padded vest of the thick skin. So it's going to take away some of my armor and instead give me energy shield and evasion. Much better, I think. In the end, I'm not going to have a whole lot of armor, really favoring the evasion a bit more. Just because if you don't get hit, well, then none of it matters, right? If you're not hit, that's just it. It's better not to be hit than it is to be able to endure the blow. Though all of that being said, if you don't have the ability to endure a blow, you're sort of screwed too. It's just sort of the way of life, isn't it? Anyways, though, I think I should be fine because I have a lot of energy shield and my character panel. Well, what's my chance of evasion? Evasion rating is 91. I don't know how that translates into my chances of evading or surviving or whatever, but hey, that's fine. And also the other reason I didn't choose the armor is because it slows you down. If you actually check inside your panel, it does. If you do have the higher armor rating, you get slowed. Whereas evasion, I'm able to move quickly. And my movement speed does make a difference because I like to kite. And again, they're faster in Onslaught, so yeah, that's just something you gotta deal with. I'm almost tempted to redo this instance and play it again because, yeah, this next one is going to be a bit difficult without having the life on hit, but I guess I can try it. I'm going to go and attempt to get that medicine chest back for Nessa. It sort of completes 2 quests at once, which is sort of why I want to try it, but I don't have Quiver, I do not have a Nailed Fist, I do have Reeve, so there's that, but I don't have a bunch of things. Of course, I do have this padded vest, which is very nice, I'm noticing. I think the last time, I mean, I've got a lot of nice stuff. What's my energy shield at, anyways? 35? Yeah, that's decent. So we'll always be able to run away and sort of recover a bit. Either way, Tidal Island is going to be a bit of a challenge. Of course, I suppose that's part of the point. But let's be honest, I've never actually liked challenges. I prefer to have my games, I prefer just sort of to beat everybody totally and just crush them, but I prefer to crush them because I did something right, if that makes sense. I don't want the game to be easy, I want me to be, you know, basically I want to be skilled. That's sort of the way of it. There's a lot of games where I actually accomplish this. Morrowind in particular, I'm just really good at playing that game. I know what I'm doing, and so because of that, the game is a little easier for me than, well, most people. I just sort of slaughter my way through it, and there's not much that anything or anybody can do to stop me. Either way, I'm going to be trying to win over here. This isn't going to be very easy once I get to facing Hail Rake, but I can give it a shot. We'll see what happens. If I die, well, it's not too far into the game, so I guess it's not a huge loss. But let's try to avoid that, shall we? Death, of course, not something I really want to do. I'm going to bring this out for a bit. The reason I'm bringing this out is because when I do find Hail Rake, I'm not going to be engaging him directly. I'm going to be trying to pick off his minions first. Because, oh yeah, thank you for the quiver. Oh yes, give me that quiver. Oh yeah. There we go. That might not seem like a lot of damage, and indeed it is not all that much added on. But yeah, it's really going to make a huge difference in fighting with this quiver. But like I said, I'm more concerned about Hail Rake's minions than I am about Hail Rake himself. Because even though Hail Rake is he's the big boss and he's got all the damage and all of that, the minions are actually more dangerous in the long run, just because you get surrounded by them and they do a ton of, they do most of the damage, honestly, of the boss battles in the early game versus the uniques like Hail Rake and Fire Fury. Well, the Fire Fury, if you stand around too much, he'll just decimate you easily. I mean, it won't even be a contest, he'll just murder you. But if you keep moving, he can't really hurt you. That's sort of the thing. And eventually he runs out of mana or something. I don't know. He stops using Firestorm, so I assume it's mana. And when he's not using mana, all of a sudden he's not nearly as threatening. He's just a guy who punches you a bit. Small mana flask, that'll be useful. And I can level up my gym. Okay, so this seems sort of a wide area, so I'm going to do this again. Also, I've always wondered if this bow would actually fire. I mean, look at the shape of it as I'm firing. It's just, that bow probably would not actually work in the slightest. I'm also starting to get sort of terrified of Hail Rake. I mean, I've come across him like early on before, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's much just dealing with that problem early, I feel, is just better than having to try and deal with them later. But hey, what do I know? As I'm going to replace that just to do a tad bit extra damage. Almost nothing really, but hey. It's just, every little bit counts. Do-do-do. I wonder if I actually can evade spells. That's sort of an interesting question. And there's Hail Rake. Okay. Let's deal with these minions now. Again, why don't these people just attack Lionized Watch? I don't know. Anyways, he does have a lot of minions, as you'll have noticed. Or he did have a lot of minions. Then Hail Rake has spotted me, finally. Oh, this is perfect. He's gonna waste all his mana doing that, hopefully. Or not. Now I'm a little worried because I don't know where he went. And I'm sure he'll come back at an inopportune time. That's always how it seems to work. But my Reeve's ready to level up, so that's good. Where did he go, anyways? Oh, whatever, I'll just run up here. I'm coming to get you, Hail Rake. I don't even care. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Never mind. Retreat. Retreat. Whoa, that's... I bit off a little more than I could chew there. I did not think he had any more minions left, honestly. I can't hit him. Well, nothing to it but to do it. And, oh, I do win. Oh, suck it. I mean, granted, I almost killed myself, but I mean, it was totally. That was good. Okay, there we go. Whew, phew. Okay. See if I actually got anything worth having here. I guess this is. And, well, let's take a look. Nah, not really. Wow, though. That was one of the closest matches I've ever had against Hailrake. I've always found Hailrake a little easier than Fire Fury, but that was a little bit of a tougher match. And I must confess, I don't like tougher matches. I just sort of... isn't that odd that I don't actually like a challenge in my games? It's not even that I don't like a challenge. It's hard to explain without showing you what I do in Morrowind. It's not that I mean, basically I'm exploiting a ton of different game mechanics, but it takes a lot of effort, and there's a lot of work to it, and it's a very different style of playing. And it's true that in the end, I basically am invincible, although I do have to worry about accidentally killing myself, because the one thing that can kill me is my own abilities, basically. I gain ultimate power, but Reflect is good. So, yeah, whenever I fight Daedra, I have to worry about Reflect just murdering me. Usually doesn't happen, but it can, so, anyways. Dexterity, more evasion is good, more, just cancel it, maybe? Do I want... No, I really should head for haste as quickly as I possibly can. That run speed's useful and everything, but I do need haste if I really want to keep it up with this game. Haste just is going to make me nearly invincible. But why haven't they dropped a nailed fit? This is ridiculous. It is the one thing I actually want, and it's the one thing I cannot get. It's going to offset my left-hand weapon, the glass shank, and I just cannot get it. Now the only question is whether or not this is a new instance. No, it is not. That's good. Because I think we really are going to end this video pretty soon. I'm just going to go back to town, trade in all my junk, see if there is a nailed fist for sale yet. Trust me when I say a nailed fist is going to be a huge improvement over the shank. Basically, I'll just be restoring my health as I fight with that. That's why they're so useful. This sword, this rusted spike thing, I don't even know. Well, I sort of do know it's not as good as my, it's not nearly as good. The reason I kept the mana regeneration, by the way, is because Reeve does take a ton. And I'm pretty sure that because Reeve works by your weapons abilities, basically, so, yeah, that means that if you have life on hit, it will restore your health based on that. By the way, Reeve with life on hit is just crazy, because you can be hitting like 10 units at once, and if you have +2 life on hit, it means you're restoring, 20 health at once, and if that's how much health you have, well then look at that. I mean, that's a fifth of my health every time I hit. A medicine chest. By the way, if you read the description of the medicine chest, it talks a lot about opioids. That's sort of weird. Let's go with the Life Flask. Going to be a little bit more useful. Nessa will put it to good use, and is that Raised Zombie? Ooh, it's Raised Zombie. Detonate Dead, Fire Trap, Freezing Pulse. Raised Zombie. They'll just be useful. Anyways, clear the Fatigue Pool. I will indeed do that for you. No problem. Don't consider it. You can consider it done if you give me a. Why is it? There's just so many of them, but I can never seem to get one. Oh well, I should say there's so many in other ones, but I can't get one here. I don't know. Whatever, not all that important, I guess. Nessa. Not Bestel, Nessa. Nessa. There we go. Purchase. What is this even worth? Well, I mean, now here's the thing. Normally I would never consider giving that away or selling it in the later games. Definitely not something I'd want. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, yeah, that's a good, useful item. Extra charges? Oh man, that is fantastic. Especially since it only takes 8. Ooh, I'm gonna love this a lot. It's got 5 uses. Very good. Okay, time to sell this junk, and I'll probably see you guys all tomorrow. So, well, not even tomorrow. Who knows when I'll be back on. Does it even matter, because this video will be on when it's on, and yeah. Either way, let's get this done with. Okay, there we are, and everybody, this has been FTV Vladerag. You're going to be seeing me play through on Onslaught as the Prelate Zeratul, the Shadow. It's going to be an interesting playthrough. I haven't really played as a Shadow I mean, I've played as one before, just never too far. I've honestly just loved my Witch too much. And, yeah, so it's going to be sort of interesting. I'll get